those happen time and time again.
Well, first of all, we got good players. That's the number one thing. Two, in what we do offensively, by spreading the field the way we do it, horizontally and vertically, and we create a lot of mismatches and a lot of problems for, defenses, whether we're going to be, they're going to be a nickel, or whether they're going to be a dime, or whether they're going to be in base. And we've got great length on the outside, and so those guys can really make plays. And we got great speed and quickness on the inside. And then you got a running back who can go anytime, and you got a quarterback that can beat you with his arm or his leg. So we have a lot of the pieces of the puzzle with those playmakers, and they got a lot of confidence.
I guess Virginia Tech did the best job at limiting those overall.
Yeah, Bud does a good job. Now, there's a reason that he has the reputation that he has. I mean, he does a good job. He's not afraid to take chances.
Without giving too much away, what do you think limited you guys that game compared to other games? Because I imagine defensive coordinators are all trying to do, the same thing in terms of limiting the big plays, but some are a lot more successful than others.
Well, if we don't turn that ball over 3 times in that game, it will be it'd be a different game. So that was the thing that held us back more than anything is that. So
you've talked a lot about today about the different kind of changes and tweaks you've made to your philosophy and your system. I'm curious how much of the difference between 6 and 7 and 11 and 1 is scheme or physical or adding players, and how much of that is emotional and mental?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I would say that, I might throw somewhere in the 90 percentiles as far as mental. I really do. Because it's not, I can assure you, it's not schemes. I mean, yeah, we tweak things here and there, but and these are pretty much the same players. I mean, so I would say more than 90% is mental.
You guys talked about right after South Carolina, they were already focused on returning to Bank of America Stadium and playing there for this game. How far along mentally, how different is this team now than it was in August?
Yeah, it's a totally different team, really. One, because of going into that game, it's what are we going to be? Who are we? Yes, we got confidence coming out of camp, but boy, when the lights get turned on and we got to play, what are we going to be like? And so I think, they know exactly who they are, and not only do they know who they are, they know exactly who the guy is next to them, in front of them, behind them, in every scenario, and they know that they can count on each other. In the game the other day, you would never notice this, but there were multiple backups that had to go in and play on special teams units for various reasons. And, in grading guys out on the field, every single one of those guys did an exceptional job. Not because they're getting the reps in practice, but they are mentally preparing themselves because they don't want to let each other down. So, some guys played spots that they hadn't practiced, but we needed them to go. And they went in, yeah, I got it, I know exactly what he does, I got it. And went in and did it. And that we got a really good culture, on this football team.
Let's take 2 more questions. Great ones.
Yeah, only 2 great ones.
I followed up Powell and I was really nervous.
You're all great ones.
I had my one shot.
Nobody's going to ask a question now because we said that'd be great.
Larry, this probably isn't a great one, but granted, 4 years ago you had a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. Do you remember what particularly attracted you to this place in terms of looking at the timeline, have you outmatched with?
Oh, it's the same things that attract me to it right now, is that we have all the pieces of the puzzle to do what we're doing right now. And we do. We've got, you live in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It doesn't get any better. It's a tremendous college town. You're at one of a handful of universities across this country where you can get a world-class education and play football at the highest level. And we got great fans, we got great support, we can attract great players that want to be successful on the field and off the field. And so, everything's here, everything that we need.
All right.
That was only
That's
one.
good. I know, that was a good one.
That was a good one to end on, so, did a great job.
I think Bobby
That's two
has,
pat on the back.